Welcome to another Gateways for Seniors audio podcast, produced by Gateways for Seniors in Nashua, New Hampshire. Our topic today is financial options for home care for seniors, and our guest is Jared Anderson, a financial planner with the firm of Weissman, Tessier, Lambert, and Halloran, located in Nashua, New Hampshire. Jed, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Tim. Pleasure being here.
Well, let me just hit you with the big question that this podcast is really all about. What payment options are available to pay for in-home care or to prepare for long-term care for our seniors?
Yeah, that's a great question, Tim. Currently, 18.1% are paying for long-term care services out of pocket, 20% with Medicare, 49% Medicaid, 7.2% from private health insurance, and 5.3% coming from Veterans Administration benefits, friends, and other sources. This does not include informal or non-paid care. One of the most important advantages of planning for care is to ensure your independence for as long as possible. Your choices for receiving care outside of a facility and being able to stay at home are greater if you plan ahead. Most people consult a financial planner. A financial planner can sit down with you and explain each option in detail.
And I'm sure that's a key service of many financial planners today.
Absolutely, especially with the age and demographics of this country.
Certainly, yeah. What are some of the payment options? You mentioned a number of the possibilities. Maybe let's start with Medicare and Medicaid.
Yeah, Medicare generally doesn't pay for long-term care. Medicare pays only for medically necessary skilled nursing facility or home health care. However, you must meet certain conditions for Medicare to pay for this care. To qualify for Medicaid, you need to have limited financial resources and need help with 2 or more daily living needs. Sometimes you must spend down your personal resources, such as assets, before you qualify. Medicaid pays for some long-term care services at home, in the community, and in a nursing home. You may want to get more detailed information from ServiceLink. You can stop in or call them to find out if you qualify.
Okay, well, what about long-term care insurance? We hear a lot about that today.
Sure, yeah, and you're going to hear a lot more of it in the coming years. Long-term care insurance coverage can vary widely. Some policies may cover only nursing home care. Others may include coverage for a whole range of services like adult daycare, assisted living, medical equipment, and in-home care.
Well, and then how about the life settlement?
Yeah. Life settlement is similar to a viatical settlement. I'll start with a life settlement. A life settlement means you can sell your life insurance policy for the present value of that policy. This is usually done when the original reason of why you bought your life insurance policy no longer exists. For example, if you have a life insurance policy and you happen to get divorced, you may want to sell the policy for the present value since you really don't have a need for that policy anymore. The money from that sale can be used to pay for your long-term care needs.
So that's probably something a lot of people don't know. Now, you mentioned the viatical settlement. I never heard of that one. So what is that?
A viatical settlement is a little bit different. This provides money immediately, although it will be less than your original death benefit. You can use the money to pay for your long-term care needs. If you don't qualify for a long-term care policy, this might also be an option for you to pay your long-term care needs.
So again, that's something you want to talk to your financial planner about or your insurance agent.
Right. Some policies, there's a market for certain policies. Some there are not, but definitely, seek out your life insurance agent whom you have that policy with, and he or she can certainly guide you in the right direction.
Okay. Well, here's another one that I really didn't know much about: the accelerated death benefit. What is that exactly?
Yeah, and this is actually, in the older policies, this was almost a rider. This was optional, but in the newer policies that are being written today, this is almost part of the policy. It's being priced in. But what an accelerated death benefit, what this is all about is this is a benefit that can be added to your life insurance policy. What it does is it provides cash advances against your death benefit while you're still alive. You can use this benefit if you have a terminal illness, need nursing home care permanently, or can't perform activities of daily living for yourself. Kind of like a nickname that a lot of advisors use for this benefit or rider is kind of called like the bucket list or like the permission slip to kind of spend down that policy because you have a limited time left to live. So if your policy has or even if you're not sure if it has the accelerated death benefit rider on it, that's another option that you'd want to contact your agent and make sure that it has it and take advantage of that option.
Sure, you might even have that and not even be aware of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, one of the things, and I think we started seeing these on TV a number of years ago, and I know there was a lot of interest in it, but I don't think it's well understood by most people, is the reverse mortgage.
Right.
What is it? How does it work?
Yeah. You probably saw some famous actor promoting this. If you happen to be watching TV at 2 a.m. in the morning with those infomercials.
But it is a legit thing to do,
It's
right?
absolutely a legit technique to use. What it does is it's a special type of home loan that lets a homeowner convert a portion of their equity into his or her home into cash. The equity built up over the years of home mortgage payments can be paid to you, but unlike a traditional home equity loan or second mortgage, no repayment is required until the borrowers no longer use the home as their principal residence. HUD's reverse mortgage provides these benefits, and it's federally insured as well.
So that can be a really, really good option, certainly better than being forced to sell your home.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you still be in your home. You just start, instead of paying the mortgage company a payment, now they're paying you one. And, definitely discuss this with your mortgage broker or the bank that you took out the original loan with, and they can, tell you your options.
Oh, that's great. Now, what about veterans? We know the VA, the Department of Veterans Affairs. I mean, does offer benefits to veterans. Can they help us at this point in life?
It all depends. They may be able to provide for long-term care for service-related disabilities or certain eligible veterans. However, there may be a waiting list for VA nursing homes, and you may want to check into it. A spouse may qualify for benefits as well.
So, if your parent or loved one was a veteran, and even if this applies to a surviving spouse, again, it's worth checking into as a potential source of funding.
Absolutely, yeah. Explore all avenues. You never know what you might turn up. So.
Well, what about anything else? Are there any other options we haven't covered?
Yeah, I would say definitely if in addition to what we've talked about already, I mean, definitely review any legal document you may have out there, or if you don't happen to have anything. Definitely, consult with an attorney with the following. You may want to consider a living will, a durable power of attorney, advance directives, and anything else that, the terms kind of vary depending on which state you live in, but those are kind of the top three. And of course, just making sure if you were to happen to pass away or get permanently disabled and your spouse, you want to make sure that your wishes are carried out on how you want your legacy to be transferred over to your kids or grandkids or a charity.
Well, Jed, that's really great. Thank you so much for your insights. It's unlikely that many of us will go from aging to a nursing home for care. 99% of people we know, they want to age in place or age at home. I think the message here is that once you've decided on how you will finance long-term care, the next best strategy is to develop a plan. A step-by-step personal care service plan is something that can be developed by Gateways for Seniors so that you and your loved one can stay safe at home.